And welcome everybody to Putnam City North High School for tonight's matchup between the PC West Patriots and the Putnam City North Panthers. We just had the national anthem. The teams are in the tunnels. They'll be out here shortly. This crosstown matchup, and of course they're watching the video you just saw to start this broadcast. You are watching SportsZone Oklahoma live exclusively on YouTube. Please be sure to subscribe to the channel, like the video, and as always, give us some give us some comments. That's what you got going on there. So let's take a look at the matchups here this evening. You got the Putnam City North Panthers come in here at 2-0, coming off a win over Putnam City in Week 1, 31-6. And then last week, the just absolute destroying of the Piedmont Wildcats, 39-3. For Putnam City West, they come in 0-2. Their loss Week 1 to Guthrie, 43-20, and then losing to Putnam City last week, 28-6. On the offensive side of the ball for Putnam City North, they've had 205 yards rushing, 102.5 rushing yards per game, 418 passing yards. That's 209 passing yards per game. 623 total yards, 311 total yards per game, averaging 70 they had 70 total points scored this season in the first 2 weeks. That's 35 points per game. On defense, they're giving up 172 yards on the ground, allowing about 60 yards through the air. 232 total yards given up this year. That's 116 yards per game for the defense. They've only given up 9 points in the first 2 games. That's 4.5 points per game. For Putnam City North, their leaders on the ground, Amarian Norment. He's carried the ball 20 times this year for 117 yards and 2 touchdowns. You have Carson Laverty, the sophomore quarterback, 38 for 55, 405 yards, 6 touchdowns, and 1 interception on the season. That's 10 yards per pass attempt. Pretty impressive numbers for Carson Laverty. Taking a look here, we got the Panthers getting ready to come out in the tunnel. Continuing on, number 15, the wide receiver, Kayon Russell. He's had 13 catches for 178 yards and 2 touchdowns on the season. That's a 13.7 yards per reception. That's pretty impressive for Kayon Russell. So as the teams get ready to come out, we'll just this is the 3rd game of the season. Of course, both teams here kind of rivals of the same school district, and it means a lot more for these players when you're playing guys in your same school district. So here we're just waiting for the teams to come out. We are about 4 minutes away from kickoff. The captains are down there. They just finished with the coin toss. We're about ready to get this one started. Again, thank you for joining us exclusively on YouTube. This is SportsZone Oklahoma. Please subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Always like the video and comment. Leave us your comments. We'll try to get to them during the game when we can, especially during the breaks. Coming up at halftime today, we will be showing you the band, and as you might be able to hear, we can actually hear things this week. So worked out a few of our technical difficulties, and we are ready to go. Beautiful night, football weather, absolutely football weather out here at Putnam City North High School. West is on the sidelines, so here come the Putnam City North Panthers taking the field. So the North Panthers ready to go. Impressive so far this season. Carson Laverty certainly making a name for himself at quarterback, the sophomore stepping in and getting it done this year. The high aspirations for this team. They intend to go far in the playoffs. They have state championship on their mind. It's just another step this week against the Patriots. But they have to be focused. You can't let your guard down for no matter who it is. This is the 2nd straight home game for the Panthers. And, of course, with the COVID-19 restrictions, not a full stadium, social distancing, limited number of tickets. So we appreciate those of you who can join us for the live stream here on YouTube. So the Panthers are going to get the ball to start the game. I take that back. The Patriots are getting the ball. Panthers will kick off. So the Patriots will get the first chance here. Try to get something going against this stellar Panther defense. Putnam City North only giving up 9 points in the first 2 weeks of the season. This is the first of 3 straight home games for the Panthers. Next week, Grant High School will come in here to take on Putnam City North. Looks like we're about ready to go. Riley Powell, the backup quarterback. No. Diego Otero, the kicker, sophomore, getting ready to start things off for us. And the kick is away, and we are underway for week 3 Oklahoma high school football. There's a lane up the middle, big lane all the way up to, he's still moving up to the 40. Going to be down at the 40-yard line. It's going to be Jaheim Butler, senior running back. So we'll see what the Patriots can get going here on the first drive. Good field position to start at the 40. See if they have a little bit more success than Piedmont had last week. Piedmont just absolutely driven off the ball by this stellar defensive front. Really couldn't get any penetration, and it was just a tough night for Piedmont last week. Let's see what West can do here. And right off the bat, tipped pass. It's number 92, Jaleel Johnson, the junior defensive end, with the tip right there. Dakota McElroy, the senior quarterback for West, takes a snap. He's going to give up in the inside. There's not much there, and he's actually going to lose a yard. That's Jaheim Butler, the senior. They're going to say no gain on the play. 3rd and 10 from the 40 coming up. West trying to crack into the win column for the first time this year. Looking to throw up the left side. It looks like a jump ball. And Amari Normant there to knock it away. It's going to bring up 4th down for the Patriots. Punt team will be heading out here. So we'll get our first look tonight at Carson Laverty and that high-powered Panther offense. And high snap. Punter gets it, though. He's trying to get it away. He gets the kick away. And immediately taken down after the catch at about the 28-yard line. So Panthers will take over in their own field. Last week they were fortunate because of turnovers. They had short fields on several drives and were able to turn those into touchdowns off Piedmont turnovers. Tonight they're going to have a little bit further to go, but that didn't stop them last week. They're still a high-powered team that can get to the end zone pretty quickly. Got 4 receivers out. Normant in the backfield. Laverty looks like he's going to give it to Normant, and he's stuffed. Stuffed right there, maybe a yard, maybe 2. We'll see what the spot is, but West was ready for that. They were ready for that handoff, and not much for Normant. So we're going to see what they dial up here. Panthers love to throw the football. Laverty's been very efficient this year. Might see a pass here on 2nd down. 4 receivers out. He's looking to the left side. Short pass. That's Jeff Nwankwo, the senior. Panthers go no huddle. Looking at a 3rd and 5 coming up from the 33. Four receivers out again. Got to watch for Keon Russell. He's a big target. Laverty up the left side, finds Nwankwo again, and he's going to get the first down. So Panthers move the chains. Jeff Nwankwo with the catch, his second tonight. Panthers again, no huddle, up to the line. They're still kind of taking their time getting the play in, but it's really, by lining up and not huddling, you don't really give West a chance to substitute, because you have to be ready, because at any moment, you know, they could line up and snap the ball. So Laverty hands off to J.D. Allen, who's going to be stuffed in the backfield. Going to be a loss of about 5 on the play. 2nd 15 coming up. So West ready for the run early, been able to contain the Panther running backs. Of course, you know, early in the game, you don't want to get away from your game plan. You still want to establish the run when you can. Expect Laverty. Laverty's going to throw on this one. He's looking over the middle, and short gain to 22, Tice Mythen. It almost looked like he was going for Keon Russell, and Mythen just snatched it out of the air. It's going to bring up 3rd and 12 for the Panthers. An unusual situation they're not really used to. So a good series so far for the Putnam City West Patriots. Laverty looking to throw again. Getting some pressure, steps up in the pocket, going to take off, and he's going to be brought down pretty quickly at the 45-yard line. So that's going to bring up a 4th down and about 10. So punt team's going to jog out on the field for the Panthers. Back to punt will be Riley Powell. He's also the backup quarterback. West with 1 man back. And he gets, a short punt. Looks like he mishit it. Real short, lands at about the 45. It'll be down at about the 42. So not a very good punt for the Panthers. One of the things we noticed last week with them was that definitely having issues on special teams. Field goal kicking, punting, kick returns. It was really a weak spot for them last week that the coaches really probably addressed this week. But there you go on that punt team. Just a missed kick. Get very little yardage out of it. So West is going to start with the ball near midfield. Scoreless game. 7:18 to go in the first quarter. Patriots with the ball. He's going to give handoff. He's get cut back up inside. Finds a little bit of a lane. Drops the ball, but it goes out of bounds. That's Jaheim Butler. Nice little cut inside. Try to get a couple of yards. He's going to pick up about 4 on the carry. That'll bring up a 2nd and 6. Looking to throw to the right, hitting the slant route. Wow, great hit by Riley Edwards there. but he still makes the catch, moves the chains. It's going to be a first down. It's a great catch and a great hit by Edwards. We'll run the ball again to the right, and they're ready for it. Panthers were ready for that one. It's number 44, Bevan Tate, the senior defensive end, with the stop. West breaks the huddle. 6:07 to go in the first quarter. Got a 2nd and 13 coming up. Snap, looking to throw. He's got a man going down the side. Well defended. Well defended by Dazion Matthews, junior defensive back, with the stop. So Marion DeMorant with the interception. Panthers going to take over near midfield. 5:52 to go in the first quarter. And we have a timeout on the field. 5:52 to go in the first quarter. Timeout on the field. And we're ready to start play again. Panthers with the ball, 1st and 10. Ball's on the 45. So far, the Patriots doing a good job defensively. Laverty back to pass. Looking over the middle, finds Russell. And he is immediately hit and taken down. That's actually going to be a loss on the play. Loss of about 1. It's going to bring up 2nd and 11 from the 44.
Second and 11.
So this game, a tight one early. Patriots holding their own. See what Laverty and the Panthers do here. He's going to give the ball up to Normant, and he's immediately drugged down for another loss. Maybe no gain. Looks like they gave him the spot for no gain. It's going to bring up 3rd and 11. See what we can do here. Laverty gets the snap, he's looking to throw. He's throwing it over the middle, and that was intended for Jeff Nwankwo. Pass was just off a little bit. Kind of lucky it wasn't picked off. There were some defenders in the area. So 4th down, Panthers will have to punt again. 4:33 to go in the first quarter. Scoreless game here. Patriots making a great game of it. Panthers coming out just a little sluggish. It's going to be Riley Powell back to kick, and the bounces, Short. He's got to take off with it. Nowhere to go. He's looking to throw. And the Patriots are going to bring him down at the 31-yard line. Flag on the play right at the tackle. Maybe a face mask here. The penalty is going to be on the Patriots. So they're going to mark off the penalty. Panthers are going to have to punt again. It was a bad snap that came up short, just bounced in front of Powell, and he tried to get it. Thankfully, he was able to pick it up right away. Could have been a lot worse than that, but lucky break. Another high snap. He's got to get it off quickly, and another wobbly kick out of bounds. Short kick. He was rushed on that one. Take a look.
First and 10 for the ball will be at the 36-yard line.
So Panthers come out here. Going to start on the 35-yard line. Still scoreless in the first quarter. Looking to throw, swing out to the back out of the backfield, finds a small lane, gets upfield for about 7, maybe 8. That's Jaheim Butler again with the carry.
That'll bring up a second and 3 from the 43-yard line.
Second 3 coming up for Patriots. Going to give to Butler again up the middle. He cuts back. Flag on the play. Thrown in there right around the area of holding. If the play stands, it's a first down, but it looks like this one might go against West. And it is holding, so it's going to back up the Patriots. Going to bring up a longer second down here. Just a beautiful night here at Putnam City North High School. Temperature is absolutely perfect. This is great football weather. Second 12 coming up for the Patriots. Swing out to the flats and just couldn't hold on to it. Incomplete pass. That was intended for Denham Jackson. It's going to bring up third down and long. Looking to throw. Throwing up the right side. He's got a man open, but he overthrows and it's picked off. Is that going to be they giving him the catch? Yes. So picked off. Dazion Matthews for the Panthers with the interception. So Panthers are going to take over. 3:19 to go in the first quarter. Ball's on the 35-yard line. Let's see if Laverty and the Panther offense can get down the field this time. In the gun, going to give it to Normant up the middle. That was not Normant. My apologies. Keyshawn Denton with the carry. Gets a couple, maybe one. They're spotting it as 1 yard gain here. 2nd and 9 coming up. Much different story this week for this Panther offense compared to last week, where they pretty much could do anything they wanted. So far, Putnam City West has come to play. They've been able to stop the run. They have been susceptible to the pass, but so far they're holding the Panthers down. The give is to Denton again. He finds a hole but can't stay on his feet. He's up to the 45-yard line. They're going to mark him down short of the 45, so it will not be a first down. It's going to bring up 3rd and 2. Initially, it looked like he got up to but they're saying he was down. Clock continues to run. 2:19 to go in the first quarter. Scoreless game here at Putnam City North High School. Got 3 receivers down low. Going to give again. He's going to cut back up inside. He will. He's still staying on his feet. That's Keyshawn Denton. Up past the 50 for a first down. So move the chains for the Panthers. 1:53 to go in the first. Clock continues to run. Three receivers up top. We got a single receiver down low off screen. Isolation, that's who he's looking for. That's Russell. Russell with the one-handed catch. Great job. Keyshawn Russell with the catch at the sideline. He's been a workhorse this year. He's been everything, catching everything out there. Amazing one-handed catch out there. Great job by Russell. That's going to be Amari Normant on the carry. Going to get up to about the 32. Panthers quick throw and way over the head of Russell. Laverty was looking for Russell out there in the flat, but just overthrew him. Keon Russell. It's going to bring up 3rd and 6 for the Panthers. Got to be thinking first down here. This part of the field probably have 2 downs to get this first down. And the throw over the middle. That was to Tice Mythen. He couldn't bring it in. The throw was behind him. That's going to bring up a 4th down. Laverty looking to throw on 4th down. Out, and that is to Russell. Catches this one. That's going to move the chains. So another first down for the Panthers. 31 seconds left to go in the first quarter. That's Normant, cuts back up inside, and he's got a lane, and he's inside the 10, still battling down to about the 8. Great job of Marion Normant with the carry. That's going to bring up a 1st and goal for the Panthers. See if they snap it before the end of the quarter. They don't have to. The clock's running. They are going to snap it. They'll run a play, give it to Normant again, right up the middle, inside, touchdown, Panthers. So with 16 seconds to go in the first quarter, Amarian Norment with the touchdown, 8-yard touchdown up the middle. That's going to put the Panthers up 6-0. Extra point to come. Amarian Norment with the 8-yard touchdown run. Let's see if we can get the extra point. The kicking game been a problem for the Panthers so far this year. And it's up, and it's good. So with 16 seconds to go in the first quarter, Panthers go up 7-0 over the Putnam City West Patriots. We'll be right back after this.
Football season has arrived. Hi, this is Toby Rowland, voice of the Oklahoma Sooners. We all have our favorite team that we support. I want to tell you about a roofing company that I trust and support. I have known the family that operates Covenant Roofing for over 30 years. When you read their reviews on Angie's List, the BBB, or Google, you will see why they have earned a stellar reputation. For a great roof at a competitive price, call Covenant Roofing, official roofing sponsor of the Oklahoma Sooners. There's only one.
And back here at Putnam City North High School, Panthers up 7-0 with just a few seconds left on the clock here in this first quarter. Again, we want to thank everybody for joining us live on YouTube. This is SportsZone Oklahoma. Please subscribe to the channel, like the video, and always comment. We will try to get to your comments when we get a break. Panthers set to kick off here. We'll see if the Patriots can answer the call and put some points on the board before the half. And the kick is away. And he's got a little bit of a lane, cuts up inside, cuts back down to about the 35-yard line, maybe the 36. So nice return for the Patriots, finding a hole there in the center of the field. Again, we mentioned it last week. We'll talk about it again this week. Kind of really the big weakness for the Panthers is special teams. Kind of leaving some open gaps there, exposed on the special teams with that kick coverage. I'm sure coaches are going to be talking about that in the locker room. Come up with a game plan for the second half, try to shut down those lanes. 7.4 seconds to go in this first quarter. Patriots come out. They're going to be looking to move the ball. They got it spread out, 4 wide receivers. The give on the cutback, and there's nothing there. Just shutting down the lanes. The Panther defense shutting down those lanes, and there was nowhere for Jaheim Butler to go. That's going to bring up second down and 11. So 1-yard loss on the play. And that is the end of the first quarter. So at the end of the first quarter, Panthers lead this one 7-0.
Football season has arrived. Hi, this is Toby Rowland, voice of the Oklahoma Sooners. We all have our favorite team that we support. I want to tell you about a roofing company that I trust and support. I have known the family that operates Covenant Roofing for over 30 years. When you read their reviews on Angie's List, the BBB, or Google, you will see why they have earned a stellar reputation. For a great roof at a competitive price, call Covenant Roofing, official roofing sponsor of the Oklahoma Sooners. There's only one.
And back here at Putnam City North High School, getting ready to go for the second quarter. Panthers score at the end of the quarter to go up 7-0 on Marion Norment's 8-yard touchdown run. Flipping the field here, got the Panthers going, or I'm sorry, the Patriots going towards the scoreboard. Let's see what they can do in the second quarter. Looking to throw, pump fake. He's going to throw outside, double coverage out there. Good coverage by the Panthers. Could have been picked off there. Kind of a tough pass out there. It's going to bring up 3rd and 11. And looking to throw to the right, out to the receiver, out to the right, screen pass, and there's nowhere for him to go. That's great coverage by Keyshawn Denton out there in the flats. Big loss on the play for the Patriots. They were ready for that one. One of the things noticed about Putnam City West quarterback is really telegraphs his throws. Kind of takes him a little bit to get that throw off, and it gives the defenders a good chance to break on the ball. So 4th down, punting situation coming up. And he gets it off. Punt, short punt, fair catch. Oh, it hits him. He picks it up, and he's going to be there, going to say he's down. So he called for the fair catch but didn't catch it. Hits the ground, then hits him, and he's able to get it back. So Panthers are going to take over at about the 42-yard line. Pretty good field position to start this drive. So far, other than the touchdown run by Normant, Panthers had a little bit of a tough time on the ground moving the football. Most of their yardage has come through the air. They're spread out here, 4 wide receivers. Denton's in the backfield. And we have a flag. False start on the Panthers, going to back them up 5 yards. So that'll bring up a 1st and 15, 11:06 to go in the second quarter. Going to give to Denton. He's right. He's looking for a lane to cut back up. He breaks it to the outside, gets around the edge, and is going to be down at about the 49-yard line. That's close to 1st down. He's going to be a few yards short. So great run by Keyshawn Denton on the carry. Let's bring up a 2nd and 4. Laverty looking to throw, throwing over the middle. He finds his man, Tice Mythen, and that's going to be a 1st down up to the 45-yard line. Moving the chains. So the Panthers this drive starting to get into a little bit of a rhythm. Laverty in the back gun again. It's like number 4, Denton again. He's going to get the carry, finds a little bit of a crease. Up the inside, gets hit hard at about the 41. Nice carry, though. Pickup of about 6. They're going to give him 7 yards on that one. Bring up a 2nd and 3. 9:49 to go in the second quarter. Panthers moving the football. Laverty looking to throw. He's going to dump it over the middle to Russell. Russell's hit hard but stays on his feet. He's still moving. And he is going to be pulled down at about the 38. So still going to be about 2 yards short. It's going to bring up a 3rd and probably about 2. 2.5. Oh, they're going to say no gain. So 3rd and 3. So Russell catches it over the middle, gets hit hard but stays on his feet, ends up with no gain. Laverty looks to hand off again, cuts up the middle, finds a hole, keeps his feet moving. That's J.D. Allen, and he'll pick up the 1st down for the Panthers. So kind of a rotation. You see Allen coming out, Marion Normant going in, Keyshawn Denton. It's kind of a rotation, those 3 backs. So they're finding something now on the ground, but it looks like We had a penalty. I didn't see what that penalty was. So that's going to back them up, and that's going to negate the great run, negate the first down. And they're looking at about 3rd and 10 now. With 9:24 to go in the second quarter. Laverty looking to throw. Nobody there, still moving. Throws it out. He's got a man out on the sidelines, and he gets him for a first down. That's Kion Russell. He's the leading receiver on this team, the senior. Another great catch on the sideline. Laverty just reading. Nothing was there. Scrambled out. Gave Russell time to break loose, and he finds him just on the sideline. So moves the chains. Another first down. Laverty giving up the middle, and Marion Nermin again. Maybe 1 or 2 yards on the carry. So great mix up here, run, pass for the Panthers. But you gotta give it to the Putnam City West Patriots. They're playing good defense. They're not giving up any big plays, keeping everything in front of them. 2nd and 8 coming up. Laverty looking to throw in the flats, and there's nothing out there. He just has to keep it up the middle to the 25, where he's brought down. And we got a player down. That's Grady Kiefer, the senior offensive lineman, down. So we'll just hold it right here for now. Stop a play, 8:22 left in the second quarter. Panthers leading 7-0. So we're getting ready to go back to action here as they help Grady Kiefer off the field. Laverty looking over the middle, finds his man, makes a spin move and gets away, gets up to the 11-yard line, drops the ball. Is it down on the ground? Officials are saying that he was down. No fumble on the play. Down at about the 11. So great spin move to get upfield. It's going to bring up 1st and 10, just outside the 10, about the 11 or 12-yard line. So Panthers can still get a first down on this drive, but they are slowly moving, inching towards that end zone. And the give is going to be outside. Tice Mythen. It's going to get down to about the 7. Bring up a 2nd and 5 coming up. Again, Panthers don't need to get in the end zone. They can get a first down here. Marion Norment in the backfield. Give is going to be to Norment. He's going to cut back up inside, and he's got a lane, and it's closed up pretty quickly, and he's going to be brought down for no gain. So what looked like a hole there turns out to be filled pretty quickly. West defenders filling that pretty quick, stopping Norment down at the 7. That's going to bring up a 3rd and 5. 6:53 to go in the first quarter, or second quarter. Got 3 wide receivers to the left side. Russell matched up one-on-one. He's going to look for Russell in the corner of the end zone. Russell bobbled it and thrown into double coverage there, and it was incomplete. So that's going to bring up 4th down. So will the Panthers go for it, or are they going to bring out the field goal unit? It's a 7-0 game. 6:35 to go in the second quarter. And they're leaving the offense out there. They're going to go for it. Again, they do not need the touchdown. They can get a first down here. Norment in the backfield with Laverty. Looks like they're trying to draw him off sides, so they're trying to draw him off sides. Last week it worked against Piedmont. This week West a little more disciplined. They are going to snap the football, go for it on 4th down over the middle. Look for Russell in the end zone, and he could not hold on to it. Ball was kind of behind him. So turnover on downs. Putnam City West will take over the football with 6:30 to go in the second quarter. And back here at Putnam City North High School, ball turns over on downs. West with the ball deep in their own territory. And he hands off up the middle, going to get up to about the 8, maybe a yard gain on the play. Second and 8 coming up for the Patriots. Got to say, impressed with the Patriots so far in this first half. They've really been able to limit Putnam City North, not allow the explosive big play. He's looking out. He comes back the other side, finds a receiver in the flat, and the ball's on the ground. And the officials say incomplete pass. It's not a fumble. So incomplete pass. Faked the pass out to the left, came back to the right, and just couldn't hold on to it. Good coverage out there for the Panthers. $5:50 to go in the second quarter. Panthers with an impressive drive down the field. Just couldn't convert. Go for it on 4th down. Laverty tries to find Russell in the middle of the end zone. Nothing there. Turnover on downs. Now West trying to get something going here. Wide receiver screen, a little bubble screen out there, and that's nothing going to happen out there. There is nothing there. That is 2800 Birmingham on the stop for the Panthers. Well read, just stepped up, and nothing was going to happen there. Plays are kind of developing slow for the Patriots, and that's giving this defense a chance to key in on them. several guys on this Panther defense with a lot of speed so they can cover ground quickly. And that was an issue last week for Piedmont as well. Looks like we have a penalty, though. Missed that flag. But that's going to give the Patriots a first down. So that's going to move the ball up to the 23 and give the Patriots a first down. They're going to give, looks like Butler again. And he stopped right away on just outside the 20. Clock continuing to tick down. 5:10 to go in the second quarter. Second and 11, ball on the 22 for the Patriots. Got three receivers down here, one up top. And he's going to throw a screen out to a receiver in the flats, and there's nothing there, just nothing there. 27, Riley Edwards on the stop, along with Keyshawn Denton. So twice this series we've seen the Patriots try that wide receiver bubble screen, and both times been stopped. It's just taken really long to develop, and the Panther defense are able to key on it quickly. They've had some success with Jaheim Butler running the ball. And now they're moving more, trying to throw it. I mean, they have a long field to go, and the clock is ticking. 4:17 to go in the second. 3rd and 11. Going to give to Butler, and he's tackled immediately in the middle. And that was number 44, Brevin Tate on the stop. It's going to bring up a 4th down, so the Patriots are going to have to punt here. 3:57 to go. See if we can get a return out of this. Tice Mythen back to receive the punt. And it snaps over his head into the end zone, and he's just going to try to get, and it's going to be a safety. That's going to be a safety for the Panther defense. Snapped over his head. Just nothing he could really do. So unfortunate turn of events here for the Patriots. Been playing really good this whole first half. No big mistakes. And now they get a snap over the punter's head. Goes into the end zone. There's nowhere he can go. Gets tackled for a safety. And that's going to put the Putnam City North Panthers up 9-0 with 3:37 to go in the second quarter. And they will get the ball back. So Panthers are going to get the ball. And they're going to have great field position. So just a mistake that you just, if you're Putnam City West, you just can't have these mistakes. You need to be able to secure that football. You need to have special teams. You know, it's been an issue for Putnam City North. It bites Putnam City West tonight. So he's going to kick off from the 20. So this should be a good return. Looks like Mythen's going to take the return, and he's upended at about 49. He lost the football. But they're saying Putnam City North got it. He was really upended there. And Amarian Normant comes up with the ball. So luckily for the Panthers, they jump back on the football. So Laverty and that Panther offense right at midfield. 3:30 to go in the second quarter, trying to get more points on the board before halftime. Laverty looking to throw over the middle, finds Jeff Nwankwo, who's immediately hit and brought down, but he does hold on to the football. And I guess saying he didn't hold on to it. So saying 2nd and 10. Panthers with the football, trying to build on their 9-0 lead. And to give up, cut back inside, Norment. And he's going to cross the 45, and he'll be about 3 yards short of a first down. That's going to bring up a 3rd and about 4. Clock continues to wind down, just under 3 minutes to go in this first half. Panthers moving the ball, trying to get points on the board. Laverty in the gun. He's got Norment with him. He's going to give to Norment. He's up the right side, cuts outside, and is brought down at about the 42. So short of a first down, it's going to bring up 4th down, and Coach Ryan Laverty has a decision to make. And it looks like they're going to send the punt team out here. They're not going to risk it. Still too much time on the clock. If you don't get it, you give Putnam City West a decent field with 2.5 minutes to go. So they're going to punt this. I'm sure they're going to let the play clock run down as much as they can. Clock runs, 2:20 to go. Play clock is down to 10. Late man running out, trying to get lined up. Play clock at 2. They get the snap off. Another poor snap, but he gets the kick away. That's the best kick he's had so far tonight. It bounces down. They're trying to stop it just inside the goal line, and it bounces inside the end zone for a touchback. So unable to execute on that punt. Great. That was a great punt, though, by Riley Powell. He's had a few short ones early tonight, some miscommunication, missteps, but on that one at least, he got off a great kick, but his teammates couldn't get down there and get the ball down inside the 2, and it bounces into the end zone. So 1:55 left in the second quarter. Putnam City West is going to come back out here with a chance to at least put something on the board before halftime. You want some kind of momentum. Even if you can get down there and get a field goal, you just want to get something on the board. Just a reminder, stick with us. We are going to show you the band's performance at halftime. You won't miss any of that. So let's see what the Patriots can do here. Another wide receiver screen out in the flats. This time he gets a little bit of running room and will pick up about 7 yards on it. He's brought down inbounds, so the clock will continue to run. 1:42 to go in the half. And there's not really a sense of urgency here for the Patriots, so maybe they're just content with running this clock down and going in down 9-0, talk about a way to come back in the second half. They're going to give to Butler. He cuts back up inside, just nothing there, brought down at the 24. They're going to say forward progress stopped at the 25. And it looks like we're going to have a timeout here coming up. So timeout, we'll be back when play resumes. And back here at Putnam City North High School, the Panthers and the Patriots coming back out on the field. 1:15 to go in this first half. Looking out to the flats again. This time he pump fakes and throws up. That's going to be picked off. That was an easy pick. And nice return inside the 15 down to the 10. Dajian Matthews with the interception. And it looks like we have a flag on the play. So we'll see if this interception stands or if it's coming back. And penalty is going to be on the Panthers. So wipe out the interception. And Patriots have second life. Now, they tried to fake the screen this time. They've thrown that screen several times, and this time they faked it out to the left, and then he tried to get his man coming across on a post, and he just really threw it up for grabs. Best way to describe it. And there was nothing there, and Matthews comes in for the pick, and unfortunately for that young man, it doesn't stand. It won't go in the stat sheet. Well, I take that back. I guess the interception does count. The penalty was after the interception. So Panthers with the football, 1:03 to go in the half. Laverty back to pass, and he finds Mythen out there in the flat, and he takes a shot there at the end. Just takes a shot, and it looks like he's hurt. He was rattled on that one. I mean, it looked like his forward progress was stopped, and that should have been blown dead, and it was left to go, and he just takes a shot there at the end. So about 30 seconds to go. 30 seconds to go in the half. Clock running. 2nd 6 coming up. Laverty over the middle. He's got a man. And that's Riley Powell. Riley Powell's the backup quarterback, but he gets in on the action with the catch. And it looks like we're going to have a timeout here with about 23 seconds to go in the first half. Panthers going to talk it over. They're within striking distance, right at the red zone. So Panthers come back out on the field. So they've got the ball just outside the 20 on the 21. 1st and 10, but the clock is the issue here. So if you throw it, you want to get out of bounds, or you need to get up there and clock it quick. Looking for a quick throw. And he steps up, and he's going to take it up the middle down to the 15, and they're either going to have to get up and spike it or call a timeout here. It looks like they call a timeout. About 15 seconds to go. So a timeout here. They're going to talk it over. 2nd 4, clock down to about 16 seconds. Just a reminder, you are watching this exclusively on YouTube at SportsZone Oklahoma. We'd appreciate it if you would subscribe to the channel, like this live stream, and always comment. We've got lots and lots of comments right now, people talking on the chat, the live chat. So keep it coming. We love hearing what you guys have to say. All of you that can't be here at the game because of COVID-19 and social distancing, we appreciate you joining us here online. So Panthers coming back out on the field right now. Looking to close out this first half with a scoring drive. The kicking game hasn't been particularly great for the Panthers so far this year, so you got to think they want end zone. I don't know if they're going to rely on their kicker to try to kick a field goal at this point. So Laverty, look at the top of the screen is Keon Russell. Look for him, and that's who they're going to in the corner of the end zone, and he's just out of bounds. He makes the catch, but he's out of bounds. So he's the guy that Laverty likes to go to, and I wasn't surprised that that's who they targeted on that one. He's typically the receiver on the single side of the field, so when they have a trips set up, he's usually the ISO guy, and the idea behind that is if the team's in man coverage, you got a one-on-one, and you like your chances with Keon Russell one-on-one against any of these defensive backs. But right now, the Patriots, they're playing two safeties, and they're respecting Russell. They're not giving him, they're double coveraging him. There's a pass over the middle, and it's caught for a touchdown. Jeff Nwankwo, touchdown Panthers. So the Panthers get on the board. Right before the end of the half, 4.4 seconds left on the clock. Carson Laverty finds Jeff Nwankwo over the middle for the touchdown. Extra point coming up. Trying to push the lead to 16. So if you're Coach Ryan Laverty, you got to like what you see out of your team. Driving at the end of the quarter and able to put points on the board. And the kick is up, and it is good. So 4.4 seconds left to go in the half. The Putnam City North Panthers take a 16-0 lead. And we're just going to we're going to hold it right here because we are almost to halftime. Just a reminder, we are going to show you the band, and you'll actually be able to hear it this week. So we got our microphones fixed for this week. You'll be able to hear the band in its entirety. We'll hold here for the shot, and then we'll come back when action starts in the third quarter. But this one's not done yet. This half is not done yet. We got 4.4 seconds to go, and with the problems that Putnam City North has kind of had on special teams this year, anything can happen here. So don't count out West just yet. Could end up seeing a big return here. We'll see if the Panthers do a better job closing those lanes on this kick. All right. Panthers getting ready to kick this one. And barring any kind of a penalty or a touchback or a kick out of bounds, this will probably be the last play of the half. And short little squib kick up the middle. That's going to be fielded. And he's finding a lane up the middle, cuts back, runs into his own man, and going to be brought down at about the 28-yard line. And that should do it for the first half. So at the end of the first half, Putnam City North Panthers 16, Putnam City West Patriots 0. Start the third quarter here, and clock is ticking down. We're about ready to get started. Thank you all, everybody who has joined us. We've had quite a few people watching on YouTube. So I guess some of you said you couldn't hear the band. I'm surprised. We have a microphone to pick up the crowd noise and the band noise, so I apologize if you guys couldn't hear that. We thought that issue was fixed. All right, so we're getting ready to start the third quarter here. Panthers lead this one 16-3 or 16-0 to start the third quarter. And we're going to have a return. Finds a hole up the middle, breaks it loose, 50, 40, 30, 20, 10. Touchdown, Panthers. Keyshawn Denton with the kickoff return for the touchdown for the Panthers. So great way to start it for the Panthers here. Great way for the Panthers to start it here in the to open up the third quarter with the touchdown return by Keyshawn Denton. See if we get the extra point here. Extra point is up, and it's good. So with 11:46 to go in the first quarter, or in the third quarter, Panthers go up quickly on the kickoff return, 23-0. Just has to be somewhat demoralizing for the Putnam City West Patriots. They played a really good first half, and then they come out here and they give up that late touchdown with 4.4 seconds to go in that first half. And then they come out here to start the third quarter and give up the kickoff return for a touchdown. Just really tough. I mean, 14 points, bam, 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 like that. And now they've got themselves in a pretty big hole to start this second half, trailing 23-0. And you can kind of tell, how they're all, the West Patriots just kind of slowly walking out on the field. You can tell that took some air out of the sails right there. Panthers to kick off. Short kick. And he's going to be chased down from behind by J.D. Allen. Tackled at about the, looks like the 31-yard line. So Patriots will take over, trailing 23-0. See if they can answer the Panthers. See if the Patriots can get some points on the board here. Of course, you got this Putnam City North Panther defense. It's only given up 9 points all year, so tough going here for the Patriots. Snap, going to give up to, there's nothing there. Just nothing up the middle. It's going to bring up 2nd and 10 for the Patriots. Ball's on the 31-yard line. Quick pass out, bubble screen to the left side, and there's nothing there. He's going to be tackled. He might have gotten a yard. He might have fought forward for 1 yard, but just not much there. It's going to bring up a 3rd down. Of course, if you're on that Panther defense, you don't want to give up any points. You want to keep that goose egg on the scoreboard. Give up the middle again, just nothing, just stuffed right there instantly. I mean, that front line for the Panthers just shutting everything down. There's just nothing. You know, he's trying to bounce it out or find some place to cut back, and there's just nothing there. That was Darius Washington, number 7 on the carry. So that's going to bring up a 4th and 10 punting situation. High snap. It's blocked. The punt is blocked. It's live. It's a live ball on the ground. And West is going to down it at about the 42-yard line. So Panthers bring the pressure. obviously after that high snap in the first half, the ball goes over his head, goes in the end zone for a safety. They want to bring in the pressure, force that snapper to get the ball off just right. That time it was a little high, caused a little bit of a delay with his kick. Panthers brought the pressure, were able to block it. So good field position to start this drive, 9:41 to go in the third quarter. Panthers looking for more points. Laverty looking to the right side. He fakes, and then he gets it out there to Russell. Russell with the gain. It's going to be about a 7-yard gain. Should bring up a 2nd and 3. So Laverty just being cautious. He's just taking what the defense is giving him. This is a give up the middle, and Norment breaks free, finds a crease, and he's just driving the legs and keeps powering down to the 21-yard line. So Amarian Norment on the carry. He's going to move the chains. Another first down for the Panthers, getting close to that red zone. And they're going to go quick here, get lined up. They don't want to give PC West a chance to substitute. Laverty with the snap, and he's looking on the out route, and that's Tice Mythen, and he keeps his legs. He kind of gets up to just outside the 10. So that's going to put them in the red zone. That'll move the chains, so it's going to bring up a 1st and 10. Panthers can still get a first down inside the red zone. Moving quick here. And Amarian Norment just gets brought down in the backfield. Just nothing there. He tried to get out to the left side, and he just nothing for him. Give this to Norment again. He bounces out, then cuts up inside, maybe back to almost to the 10. So that's going to bring up 3rd and 10. Laverty looking to the corner. He hits the out route. Tice Mythen, and he stretches for the end zone. And he's going to be down just inside the 1, so that will give them a first down. So Panthers 1st and goal inside the 1. Laverty hits Tice Mythen on the out route, and he fought for it. He just couldn't get in the end zone. Laverty looking to hand off, and he gets in the end zone. That's Amarian Norment in the end zone for the touchdown. So the Panthers starting to put it on here. Amarian Norment looked like he was kind of hit in the backfield, but he squirts his way into the end zone for the touchdown. Panthers go up 29-0. And just to add a little more salt to the wound, the Patriots jump off sides on the extra point encroachment, so scoot it up a little bit. Shouldn't make much of a difference. Extra point. Snap, good hold. Ball is up, and it is good. So 7:20 to go in the third quarter. Panthers go up 30-0 and have opened up a huge lead right now over the Putnam City West Patriots.
substitute specialist, get back into the game.
So West needs to find something. They need to figure out a way to move the football, try to get some points on the board. Tough against this powerful Panther defense, only giving up 9 total points in the first 2 games. Pitching a shutout here in the third quarter, about midway through the third quarter. See if they can do something here on this kick return. Maybe generate some kind of points or start with good field position or something here. And short little kick. Going to be taken up at about the 35. Cuts inside. Going to get down to about the 40. So decent field position for the West Patriots to start this third quarter, start this drive. Let's see if they can do anything here. So Patriots start the ball with the ball on the 40, 1st and 10. It's going to give, and there's nothing there. Just nothing there. Great penetration up front for the Panthers. Number 92, Jaleel Johnson on the stop, the defensive end, big defensive end. Just blowing that play up. Just nothing there. It's going to bring up a 2nd and 14 for the Patriots. Just looking to get something going here. Last week, the Piedmont Wildcats had the same problem. They were just, they just up front, their offensive line just couldn't get any push against this dominant Panther front. West looking for another bubble screen. It's picked off. And that is going to be Riley Powell returning it for a touchdown. So pick 6 for the Panthers. Riley Powell. 3 receivers up top. We got a single receiver down low off screen. Isolation, that's who he's looking for. That's Russell. Russell with the 1. And Powell with that pick 6. Extra point coming. PC just putting it on now. They're just opening it up. What was a pretty competitive defensive battle in the first half has turned into just a slugfest here and a shootout for the Panther offense. Just scoring at will now. Extra point is up, and it's good. So 37-0. Putnam City North leading the Putnam City West Patriots. .6:27 to go in the third quarter. Still a lot of time to play here. And if you're over on that west sideline, you got to be talking about, mistakes. You just can't have them. You cannot have mistakes against a team the caliber of this Putnam City North Panther team. And, I know it's tough for them because Patriots have not been able to move the ball on the ground at all. They've had a little bit of success in the first half, but here in the second half, there's just been nothing there. That Panther coaching staff making some great adjustments on defense there at halftime. And so now they're trying to throw the ball, but they've thrown that bubble screen so many times, and now that Panther defense, on that one, Riley Powell just teed off, and he just stepped in front and took it back for a pick 6. So what do you do if you're West? I mean, how do you negate this? How do you try to get back in this? It's going to be tough for them. They're telegraphing that pass, which makes it a lot easier for the defense to tee off. Let's see if they change it up, do anything different on this possession. And he's going to return it up the middle, try to find a little bit of hold, but he's brought down just right on the 20. So not much doing there on the return. So the Patriot offense coming back out on the field. Again, thank you for joining us on SportsZone Oklahoma, exclusively on YouTube. Please subscribe to the channel, like this live stream, and also comment. We love your comments. I do apologize for, I guess some of you said you couldn't hear the band at halftime. I'm looking into seeing what that problem was, and I do apologize. I thought we had those issues fixed. So West with the ball, 1st and 10, trailing 37-0 here in this third quarter. We have a whistle. Delay a game against the Patriots. So penalties really starting to mount for Putnam City West. And the ball's on the ground. Just couldn't get the clean handoff, and you can see Jaheim Butler there talking with his quarterback. It wasn't clean from the get-go, and it just squirted out. That's going to bring up a 2nd and 17 for the Patriots. 5:49 to go in the third quarter. Quick snap. He has a hard time holding on to it again, and the ball's on the ground again. And Butler had nowhere to go. Quarterback had a hard time handling that snap. He still tried to, he was giving it off, handing it off as it was hitting, as his running back was getting hit in the backfield. Just nowhere to go. It just shows you how dominant that front defensive line is for the Panthers. So West is facing a 3rd and 20 from the 12. He's going to fake the handoff. Quarterback draw here, but there's nowhere to go. Just swarmed over. Just nowhere for him to go. Led by number 44, Brevin Tate. He led that Panther pack right in the backfield, and that's going to force a punting situation. That's going to bring up a punting situation for the Patriots, and just going to be great field position again for the Panthers. So last couple weeks here at home, that's been what's happened here is they force turnovers, they get the ball back with great field position, short fields, and they make the most of it. So punter's in his own end zone here. Another high snap. He gets it off. Line drive, low kick, bouncing. He's going to be able to pick it up and return it. He cuts inside. That's Riley Powell. Another return up to the 22-yard line. So great return for Powell. And another short field coming up for the Panthers. So Laverty and that offense getting ready to get started again. Short field coming up here. Ball's on the 22-yard line. Give, and he's still on his feet fighting, gets inside the 20. That's J.D. Allen. So tough running, keeps the legs moving. And that platoon of running backs for Putnam City North just gashing and dashing and making the most of every run. And they're just slowly, methodically moving the ball. And so for West, it's like, you know, you can't stop the run. You're having a hard time stopping the pass. And that's Carson Laverty keeps it up the right side, cuts back. There is a flag. He got up to the 10, but a flag got thrown in right at the spot of the tackle. So let's see what this penalty is. And they're backing up the Panthers, so that's going to be on them, probably a holding here. An illegal block. So the Panthers getting backed up here, looking at second and about 16. Second 17 on the 29-yard line. 3:08 to go in this third quarter. Clock has run pretty quick. It's been a quick quarter. Carson Laverty back to pass. He's looking for his receiver on the left side. He's got him. And that's Jeff Nwankwo down to about the 24. He stepped out of bounds. He was trying to cut back inside. So a short game for the Panthers. Going to bring up a 3rd and 11. Ball on the 23. Laverty back to pass again. We have a whistle. An illegal substitution against the Patriots. So that's going to give the Panthers back 5 more yards. Makes it a 3rd manageable 6 from the 18-yard line. Just trying to get a first down here. You got to figure two opportunities here. Probably go for it on 4th down if you don't get it. Laverty looking out to the left side. Finds his receiver, Andre Williams. It's a quick out. That's going to bring up a 4th down. 4th and about 2. 2:35 to go in this third quarter. Panthers knocking on the door, looking to go up. Oh, and he's going to come out for the field goal. So the Panthers come out looking to add 3 points here. That's Diego Otero, kicker. He's on the hash. Let's see if he gets it up. He gets it up, and it's good. He knocks it through. So Panthers go up 40-0 in this third quarter with 2 minutes to go. 2 minutes to go in the third quarter. So Panthers move the ball down the field. They can't get in the end zone, but they do manage to come away with 3 points. Puts 40 on the board. So 2 minutes to go in the third quarter. Panthers lead 40-0. First half, we kind of thought this was going to be a pretty competitive game. And then it just kind of like, the dam broke loose and the water come flowing against these Patriots right at the end of the half. Panthers score with 4.4 seconds to go. That puts them up 16-0 going into halftime. They come out, return the opening kickoff for a touchdown. That puts them up 23-0. And since then, the floodgates are open for the Panthers. And West just looking to get out of here. Still full quarter and some change to play. So, these guys, these Patriots, they got to really step up. They can't just give up. Let's see what they can do. See if they can return this kick. Finds a lane up the middle. Looks like ball was on the ground. So the hits just keep coming for the Patriots. They fumble the ball on the kickoff return. Panthers recover, and Laverty and that offense back out on the field again with a short field. Ball's on the 27-yard line. And we might start seeing some, after this series, we might start seeing some younger guys getting some playing time. Maybe even see Riley Powell in there at quarterback. So Laverty keeps it. He fakes the handoff and keeps it up the right sideline. And he's still going into the end zone. Touchdown. Touchdown Panthers. Carson Laverty with the quarterback keep up the sideline and into the end zone. And West they just don't have an answer right now. They just don't have an answer for anything Putnam City North is doing. And this one just getting out of control. 1:40 to go in the third quarter. Panthers now lined up for the extra point. Good snap, good hold, kick is up, and it's good. So 1:40 to go in the third quarter. Panthers all over Putnam City West, 47-0. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back.
Football season has arrived. Hi, this is Toby Rowland, voice of the Oklahoma Sooners. We all have our favorite team that we support. I want to tell you about a roofing company that I trust and support. I have known the family that operates Covenant Roofing for over 30 years. When you read their reviews on Angie's List, the BBB, or Google, you will see why they have earned a stellar reputation. For a great roof at a competitive price, call Covenant Roofing, official roofing sponsor of the Oklahoma Sooners. There's only one.
And back here at Putnam City North High School, this one all Putnam City North, up 47-0. And I know that Panther defense is going to want to keep a 0 on that board, so I don't know how much we'll see substitution-wise on defense, but you got to think on offense that you're going to start seeing some backups getting in the game, get some younger guys some playing time. The third game of the season, we don't really know what's in store for the rest of the year. We know what the schedule is, but that doesn't mean that all those games will get played. Certainly a team like Putnam City North, who has state championship aspirations, you're going to have some depth. So you would think that you're going to get some younger guys in here playing soon just to get them some game time experience in case you get a guy go down injured and you need a younger guy to step in. So we'll have to, next time the Panthers go on offense, we'll see what they do. West returning the ball up to about the 30. Got whistles. We've got an injured player on the field for West. So we're going to take a break here. We'll come back here as soon as this game resumes, while they tend to the injured player. Back here at Putnam City North High School, 42, that's Keone Phipps. the injured player for West, walks off the field. We always like seeing that. Walks off on his own power. So the West offense coming out here with 1:30 to go in this third quarter. Turnovers have really hurt the Patriots. Looks like nobody knows what's going on. They snap the ball and everybody just stands there. That kind of represents what kind of night it's been for Putnam City West. So ball carrier is down at the 30. And just nobody in sync here. Nobody was ready for that snap. So that's going to bring up a 2nd and 11. Clock's ticking. 1 minute to go in the third quarter. Takes a snap, gives it to Butler, tries to cut inside, and he's immediately pulled down. That's Hayden Thornton on the stop, number 33. Third down 10. They will have to snap this. One more play before the end of the quarter. And he's looking to throw over the middle, and he could not hold on to it. He had one hand on it. Looked like he was pulling it in. It might have bounced off his helmet. So pass incomplete. He had his man. His man was open over the middle. That's Denham Jackson. Clock stops, 7.8 seconds to go in this third quarter. Brings up a 4th and 10. West is bringing out the punter. So Riley Powell back to return this. He's had 2 good ones. One, he had a kickoff return for a touchdown earlier tonight. So definitely dangerous back there. See if they kick away from him. And they kick it right at him. He's got a fair catch, and he fair catches it at the 38-yard line. 1.3 seconds left to go in this third quarter, so we'll hang right here with it until the end of the quarter. So for the first time in a little while, Panther offense starting on the other side of 50. And Laverty's still out there. Gives the ball up the middle. He comes up just short of the 40, so short little gain there. It's getting, the West player is getting a little chippy down there. That was Landon Fonzie with the carry from 25. And that'll bring an end. That's an end to the fourth quarter. So fourth quarter coming up at the end of 3. Putnam City North leads Putnam City West 47-0.
Football season has arrived. Hi, this is Toby Rowland, voice of the Oklahoma Sooners. We all have our favorite team that we support. I want to tell you about a roofing company that I trust and support. I have known the family that operates Covenant Roofing for over 30 years. When you read their reviews on Angie's List, the BBB, or Google, you will see why they have earned a stellar reputation. For a great roof at a competitive price, call Covenant Roofing, official roofing sponsor of the Oklahoma Sooners. There's only one.
And we're back here at Putnam City North High School. Panthers leading this one 47-0. And Carson Laverty is still out there at quarterback, so no change yet to start the fourth quarter. Takes a snap, is going to give it, hand the ball off, and he's got a hole up the middle. He's got that ball hanging out there. He's lucky it wasn't knocked out. That's Demarion Mason. He's a junior with the carry, so nice carry for him. He was trying for extra yards, and he was kind of holding that ball out there, and it looked like it could have easily been knocked out. So go back and watch that film next week, they're going to see that run, and they're going to tell that young man, hold on to that football, carry, don't leave it hanging out like that. And it looks like that carry's not going to matter because we got a penalty on the field against the Panthers. So they're backing them up. So bring up a 2nd and 17. So all that hard work was for nothing on that play. Carson Laverty still in the gun. Mix up with running backs. And he's going to carry it. He gives it back. He gives it back to Mason again. And he's making the most of his time out there. Nice gain on the play. It was about a 15-yard gain. 3rd and 2 coming up, ball on the 47, 11:35 to go in the game. Panthers moving the ball again. Getting close to that 50. Laverty with 2 backs in the backfield. Motion. Bad snap. Ball's on the ground. And West gets it. So a bad snap and some miscommunication. Ball is on the ground. But they're saying that it's 4th and 2. So no recovery. They must have been calling that an incomplete pass. That's the only thing you could have. I don't understand that. It looked like it was they were attempting a handoff or something. But either way, Panthers keep the ball, 4th and 2. Ball on the 47. 2 backs in the backfield again. This is different than what they've been doing. Quick throw out to Russell, and he steps out of bounds at about the 44. That'll give them a 1st down. So Panthers go for it on their own side of the field on a 4th and 2, and Laverty hits Keon Russell out in the flat, or out in the out route, brings up a 1st down. And this is just a different formation that we haven't seen recently from North, with the 2 backs in the backfield. And more miscommunication. The back hits his other back and just nowhere to go. It gives West time to, and that's Trey Churchwell on the carry. 2nd and 11 coming up. Clock continuing to run down. 10:27 to go in the 4th quarter. Looks like some miscommunication in the backfield. The 2 backs are hitting each other. They're trying to cross, but there we go. That's a clean handoff, and there is nowhere to go. Hit in the backfield. That's Mason again with the carry. Brings up a 3rd and 11. Ball on the 46. Clock ticking. 9:44 to go in the game. Laverty with the snap. Fakes the handoff, throws over the middle, and just overthrows his receiver. Had Landon Fonzie out there, but couldn't connect. He faked that handoff and then had some pressure right in his face, tries to throw it over the middle and just overthrow him. That's going to bring up a 4th and 11, and we got the punt team out there, so Panthers just going in safe mode that drive, just handing the ball off, just running some clock, keeping it inbounds. Powell back to punt. Gets the kickoff. Nice high kick. It's going to bounce. And they're going to let it bounce inside the 20. It's going to be down at about the 17-yard line. That's where the Putnam City West Patriots will take over. 9:13 to go in this 4th quarter. Patriots hoping to get some kind of points on the board before this game's over. We'll see what they draw up on offense coming up here.
So the Patriots will set up with a 1st down from the 17-yard line.
And as these teams come back out on the field, we want to remind you, thank you for watching SportsZone Oklahoma exclusively on YouTube. Thank you. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed. Like the video, and as always, leave your comments. We love to read them. So West is going to start deep in their own territory, and it looks like we might have timeout. So Putnam City West takes a timeout with 9:12 to go in the fourth quarter. We'll be back after this.
Football season has arrived. Hi, this is Toby Rowland, voice of the Oklahoma Sooners. We all have our favorite team that we support. I want to tell you about a roofing company that I trust and support. I have known the family that operates Covenant Roofing for over 30 years. When you read their reviews on Angie's List, the BBB, or Google, you will see why they have earned a stellar reputation. For a great roof at a competitive price, call Covenant Roofing, official roofing sponsor of the Oklahoma Sooners. There's only one.
And back here at Putnam City North High School, teams are coming back out on the field. West is going to begin their drive on their own 17-yard line, looking to move the ball, hopefully to put some points on the board before the end of this one. They've got 9 minutes and some change to go. 3 receivers bunched up top. Single receiver down low. Maybe another bubble screen coming up. He gives the handoff. That's Butler, and there's nowhere for him to go. He's back maybe to the original line of scrimmage at the 17, so looks like no gain on the play. It's going to bring up maybe a loss of 1, so it brings up 2nd and 11 with the ball on the 16. West, 3 receivers bunched up again. They're going to give it to Butler again. He tries to cut back and slips at the 15. Going to be a loss of 1 on the play. Just no sense of urgency from Putnam City West. They look like they're done for. Still 8 minutes to go in this quarter. Plenty of time, plenty of football to play. Got 3 receivers bunched down here off screen. Maybe another wide receiver screen, which they've been trying all night. And it's the give to Butler up to the 19. It's going to bring a 4th and 8. 4th and 8 from the 19-yard line. Clock continues to tick down. 7:34 to go in the fourth quarter. All Putnam City North in this one. So West is going to punt again. And Riley Powell, again, one of the receivers back. They actually have 2 receivers back this time for North. Kind of a high snap, kick. He kicks it, and it's going to bounce. And we have a flag on the play. We'll have to see what this flag is. So we're going to back it up a little bit for the Panthers. So Panthers take over again. And it looks like we've got a new quarterback in the game. Hands off. That's Robert Duke, number 36, at quarterback. And the clock continues to tick down here, and Panthers are probably going to be content just running the football here. Handoff again, cuts back, looking for somewhere to go. Breaking loose, keeping the feet moving, keep driving. He stretches out, trying to get up to the 45-yard line. That's Churchwell. So Panthers keeping it on the ground. Clock is continuing to tick. We're down to about 6 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Panthers, a lot of substitutes on the offensive side of the ball. Still pitching that shutout, so that defense, I'm sure they want to keep that 0 on the scoreboard. Snap, he's looking to throw that out and almost picked off. So kind of telegraphed that one a little bit. Denham Jackson on the breakup there. So he kind of sidearmed that one, but he looked that one the whole way, and the defender just was easy to read his eyes and just break on the football. And this West team, they do have, defenders have some speed, so, I mean. So back to punt. Kick is off. And it's going to bounce, takes a West bounce and down at about the 32-yard line. So West will get the ball again. 5:31 to go. 5:30 to go in the fourth quarter. Clock is ticking down. Chance for West to get any points is ticking away. So we'll hold it right here as West takes over on offense on the 30-yard line. All right, teams are back out on the field, finishing up this fourth quarter. Looks like we do have a few substitutes on defense as well, so backup's getting some playing time here. He bounces it to the outside and is going to be knocked out of bounds after a couple of yards. That's Howard on the carry. West just huddling up. I think they're ready. They're ready for this clock to run out. They're ready to take that short trip home and just regroup and put this one behind them and look forward to next week. Snap, give. He cuts up the middle, and good job by that defense filling holes. He got a couple of yards there. Panthers are going to move to 3-0 after this win tonight. West will drop to 0-3. Panthers next week, home again against Grant. Kickoff 7 o'clock. We will have the game streamed live here on SportsZone Oklahoma. We'll begin our coverage at 6:50 p.m. Central Time. One note tonight, they actually moved senior night up to tonight for fear that later on in the season that game might get canceled, so they wanted to go ahead and get that in. Next week will be homecoming. So West, the quarterback, faking and keeping. Ball's on the ground, but I think he got it back down to the 35. So we're under 4 minutes to go in this fourth quarter. So homecoming next week for the Panthers as they look to go 4-0 against Grant. And then they're going to go on the road to Deer Creek. And then games that coming up later for the Panthers. They have Deer Creek, they have Midwest City, Del City, Lawton, Northwest Classen, and then they finish up at Stillwater. That's going to be a question depending on how they do. Right now, they had their game canceled this week because of Payne County moving up into the red zone for COVID-19, so they had to cancel their game with Bixby. So no, it's not a certainty. Every week is it's up in the air, even right up to kickoff. You never know how things are going to turn. You don't know how the COVID charts are going to turn up or play out, or how the infection rate's going to go up or down. And so every game, every week is kind of in flux. But all these schools and the staff and the athletic departments and the administrators, they do a really good job of trying to mitigate it, to do everything they can to limit it so that we can get these games in and so students can, go to school. Some districts are starting to bring kids back to the classroom. North handing off right here. He cuts back outside. Bad tackling by West. He breaks up the sideline to about the 21, 22, or 31. So nice gain on the run there. That's Churchwell again. But as long as they're playing football, we will have all the home games streamed right here live for you on SportsZone Oklahoma. Like I said, we have another one coming up next week. Then we'll be off for a week. And then we'll be back here against Midwest City. That should be a great game. Clock just running down. 2:25 to go in the fourth quarter. We're almost at the end of this one. All Putnam City North. So if the score holds, that's 3 games, only giving up 9 points. That's an impressive feat for this defense. Cuts back up inside. And folks, for any technical difficulties today, not being able to hear the band, I do apologize. This is an inaugural year of doing this. We're trying to work out all the problems, but we still got some work to do. But thank you for sticking with us. We do appreciate everybody who has watched this stream tonight. Glad we can bring Putnam City North football to you. We ask you please subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed, like the video, and always comment, and we'll read your comments as well. The game will be available to watch on demand on our YouTube channel. So if you missed any part of it, you can go back and watch. And again, we just appreciate everybody who's tuned in tonight. So bad snap, ball's on the ground. Looks like North got back on top of it. They did. We're down to a minute to go. So clock is ticking under a minute. 3rd and 22 coming up for the Panthers. They should be able to run one more play, and then that should be it. They ought to be able to run the clock out. They shouldn't have to snap it on 4th down. So they're going to let this play clock run down. It's at 20 seconds. Game clock's at 39. So we should have one more play to finish up this game. And to give up the middle, he's break out the left side, and they're going to whistle it down. And that should be the last play of the game. We're down to 10 seconds on the clock. And Putnam City North is going to get another win, move to 3-0. Next up, Grant High School comes in here next week. Kickoff at 7 p.m. Central Time. We will have it. Coverage will start at 6:50. With the homecoming festivities, we might try to get on the air a little earlier just to bring you some of the homecoming if we can. But right now, the team's out there waving at each other. Of course, with COVID, you don't get the handshakes anymore. Although there are some players heading to the middle of the field, and they're going to go ahead and shake hands. A lot of respect. A lot of these kids know each other. Some of them went to school together. So glad to see the good sportsmanship there. So again, to recap, Putnam City North High School wins the game 47 to nothing. Thank you for joining us here on SportsZone Oklahoma. We appreciate everything. We appreciate all of our fans and everybody being here. We look forward to seeing you next week. Take care and have a great night. Have a safe and great night.